A ticket to the big time and an end to failure. Two men in search of survival and success in a new drama for BBC One, Jimmy Nail's Crocodile Shoes.
Wine, beer, and spirits all the time. Though I have you, still she's always on my mind. Crocodile shoes, crocodile shoes, crocodile shoes, crocodile shoes. Oh, yeah.
Waited till 1 o'clock, then went home. Ring me re-lunch later in the week. You're a bastard. See.
Mr. Lynn, it's Mark Poulton here from Denham Estates. Regarding the renewal of your lease, or otherwise, could you ring me, please, on 071...
No.
22...
Hello, Aid. It's just Nozzard here. Have you been avoiding me, Aid?
Morning, Mr. Shepherd. Lovely day.
Aye, glorious if you're a duck. Any news from on high?
If I hear out, you'll be the first to know.
I'll bet you see that to all the boys.
Right.
You see that there?
I see that there.
Do you know what it is?
I know what it is. It is a lathe, is it not?
That's not a lathe. That's a magic thing.
I got you going up and down in this groove. Me amigo musicana in effect can't lose. Street gave ya.
Have a good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself, all right? Have a good time. Have a good...
God, give me strength.
Anybody want to swap an egg and tomato?
Aye, get on.
What have you got?
I'm not sure.
I'll take it.
Not right, Jed.
What?
About your lathe being magic.
Aye, so they reckon.
How come, like?
Well, in the 60s, Eric Burden worked on that lathe, and he joined the Animals.
Straight.
In the 70s, Brian Johnson worked that same lathe. Then he got the gig with the AC/DCs.
Honest?
10-4 kid. Can't be egg, that, mate.
Canny, but,
Whose turn was it in the 80s?
What for?
For to work on the magic lathe.
All right. Nobody's. That's the thing, see? It got mothballed when things was bad. Short time working, 3-day week and all that lot, so we're due one. Eh, Jed?
Why, aye. Right after I've been to the moon for me holidays.
That'd be nice, though, wouldn't it?
You talking about a holiday on the moon?
Shut your yap, Daphne.
It would be nice. Especially in the light of right now.
Nah, we'll not be closing, man.
Bloody hope not. I was out for nigh on 2 years before I landed here.
You reckon, son?
Well, I reckon. Best in the world at what we do. Are we not?
There's no disputing that.
I mean, look at them things over there. We're not just talking about bits of iron and steel, you know. Them's almost a work of art. There's 100 years of tradition in here. Irreplaceable skills alongside irrepressible spirit. That's a combination what's unbeatable, man.
I didn't count for much when they closed down all the shipyards, eh?
Then who's gonna do it then, eh? Who's gonna do what we do in here?
Little men with funny eyes. And they'll date a damn sight cheaper.
Aye, well.
I hate that bastard with his bloody eye well.
No, you don't.
Aye, but I do, though. He used to be same as us did, Walter Fiennes. Same as me. Now he's bloody different. And bloody aloof.
Bloke's got a job to do, that's all.
Never mind bloody job. I knew him best when he was on the tools. And I'm saying he's pretty well different, right?
He's no different to all the rest of us. We'll all be standing in the same queue soon enough. Watch your eyes!
HOD's in 10 aid. Aid.
Sorry, love?
You've got the heads of departments meeting in 10 minutes.
Right. What day is it?
Monday all day.
Yeah, all right, love, thanks.
Look, do you want a coffee or something?
Good to see you've been putting in your usual amount of preparation, Dad. What day is it? Yeah, nice one.
Listen, mate, if by some miracle you manage to take on board one piss dribble of all, then I've forgotten nearly 10 times what you know. And about 1/10 of what you need.
Ooh, snappy bit of dialogue, man. But proof of the pudding, you know? You ain't signed any happening acts in a long, long time. Have you?
You stupid, mindless bastard!
Wipe your pants, son, you're a mess.
You have had it, man! You know that! You're finished! Washed up! Out of touch! Too old! You hear me? You're a friggin' has-been!
A word, if you please.
Have you taken it upon yourself to decide on company policy, Ronnie?
No, Rex, of course not, but...
Good. Couple of things. First off, nobody, including me, raises their voice in this building, all right? Secondly, if you want to continue working here, I don't ever want to hear anything like that again, loud or otherwise.
But Rex, that bastard!
That bastard's track record in this industry merits respect, no matter what your personal feelings are. Has-beens have been, Ronnie, you know? The end? Yes?
Yeah.
Ronnie? Be patient, eh? All things come to those who wait and work for it.
You're a musician, eh? Archie was saying.
Sort of. I write songs.
What for?
What for? Well, it's like a hobby, you know. It's what I do in my spare time. What do you do in your spare time?
Oh, I haven't got any. I'm out in the piss every night, man. Actually, I've always had a hankering for the drums. You know? Aye, but I never got round to it. Used to have me bit dreams. Pop star and all that shite.
Ever have a kit?
Asked for one once. One Christmas. But my father said, nah. No way. Only banging what my father would allow was banging on people's heads. That was fine, but no drums. Oh, I'd never have time to practice, you know, with the gargling and what have you.
Ah, I suppose.
Songwriting, though, that sounds pretty, exotic.
Why, no, it's just a bit singing. Bit twanging on a guitar. There's nothing exotic about it.
Have you got a group and all that, lot?
No.
Who do you play your songs to, then?
Nobody?
Archie says he's heard them. Says they're canny. Catchy. Says he can whistle bits.
Oh, I've brought cassettes in for the lads to listen to, but really they're just for me, personal things, you know.
Do you think it's really magic?
Nah, I doubt it. But you never know.
Okay, chart positions.
Well, they're stuck at number 7, third week.
Worst places to be.
I was kind of hoping that Saturday morning slot would have kicked it up a bit higher.
Makes you wonder why you bother with all the grief you get.
How do you mean?
Well, the bands hate getting out of bed before lunchtime, and the producers hate the sight of most of the bands.
Television, love. Heaviest tool we've got.
I know that.
No good. Anyway, that's promotion's headache. Television's not down to marketing, is it?
We get the feedback from the acts. They talk to us. They've got to talk to someone, you know?
Well, they should be talking to their management if they're at all unhappy. That's how it works. You know?
Speaking of television, or rather the lack of it, Bellstream slipped 11 places, down to 37.
Shame. Bloody good record, that. Can't you get them anything at all?
Ever since they blew out that Top of the Pops exclusive, it's been impossible to find them a slot.
Not surprising, really.
No one wants to deal with all that drink and drugs shite anymore. It's a thing of the past.
Not for everyone.
What's happening with the Rough Boys, eh? Aid?
Hank Morgan's brother used to be war milkman, you know. Dead ringer for Hank, he was. Glasses like jams or bottoms. I said to him when I was at bed, like, I said, "Oh, lad, are you Hank Morgan?" And he said, "Nah. But my brother is." Hey, he was an alien, huh?
I wonder if he played the guitar.
Oh, I doubt it. Else he wouldn't have been delivering my mother's milk, so to speak. Would he?
No, I suppose not.
Nearest I've ever come to somebody famous, so.
He's a Jehovah's Witness.
My mother's ex-milkman.
His brother, Hank.
Strange.
That's what it said in the papers.
Well, witness or not. That Apache was some tune, though, wasn't it?
I had a word with Ronnie about his little outburst earlier on. Can't bear folk raising their voices. It's so noisy. Know what I mean?
Get to it, Rex.
Shouting aside, the kid has a point. It's been a while since you brought in anything fresh.
Rex, I'm out there every night. I'm looking.
Maybe you're just not seeing anymore. Only as good as your last record, do you know that?
My last record was good, Rex. It was bloody good, and you know that. You said so yourself not long since.
It was outstanding, Aid. But it didn't sell. Everybody's ears get tired, Aid. Even the best pair in the business. That's why I moved out of A&R. Let's talk about it, eh?
Soon?
Yeah?
Bollocks. Expenses for the rough boys.
Thanks. Now, they're coming on Concord, right?
Yep, it gets in at 10:25. Have fun.
Oh, I will do. 4 alcoholics and a born-again Christian. Bound to be a barrel of laughs. Any calls?
Just one. Some guy asking whether you were in the building.
Did he leave his name?
Well, he did say, but it wasn't very clear. He said it was Flogger. Slogger?
Snotter?
It could have been that.
What did you tell him?
Well, I said if he wanted to see you, he'd need to make an appointment.
Did you tell him I was in the building?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think it would be a problem.
What time did you call?
15 minutes ago. Look, I'm sorry. Do we have a problem with this guy?
We do not. I do. Gone for the day.
Good afternoon.
Don't say it, I know it.
You look it.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
No probs, man. You're looking fit.
Fit to drop.
Instant fitness. There you go.
It's not for me.
What, none of it?
I got some guests coming in from New York. It's a long flight. Well, maybe just a little bit.
How come you're calling me again all of a sudden? I thought you had a man.
Well, you know how it is. Ebb and flow, come and go.
Yes or no?
Maybe.
Try and give me a bit more notice in the future.
Hey, I've just handed you 500 quid. Are you bastards never happy?
I won this like 3 times today. You've never played it before. No, you're not. I must have. Yes. No, you haven't. Yes, fat. Oh, yeah. I'm turning to the stats.
I think I'm going to have to get rid of Aid
Adrian? Didn't realise he was still working with you.
That's part of the problem. Hasn't been anything to say.
He hasn't signed up any gullible, talented kids for a while.
He hasn't signed up anything for a while.
Anything?
What?
They're people, Rex.
We've been down this road before on a monotonously regular basis. Can't we just agree to differ? Don't sit so near the screen. Damn it.
Is he still with the same lady?
Who?
Adrian.
I don't know.
Lawyer. Good-looking girl. What was her name again?
Caroline.
Caroline.
I think she's still at Birtwhistle's.
They were very together at one time. Doesn't he ever mention her?
These days, Age's usually got a beer can stuck to the front of his face. Either that or a rolled-up note. Can't remember the last time we sat down and had a bloody good blether. He works for me, love, not with me.
Welcome to England, mate. Again.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are sales?
You read the trades. For us it's tough, for you it's good.
Gee, the poor beleaguered record company, my heart really bleeds for you guys.
How was your flight?
Lively.
Oh, how about? Are the boys in good shape?
Well, they can all walk and talk.
Well, at the same time? Bloody hell, well done.
I can't say how long that's gonna last, but...
Know anything about country music, Peter?
Not a great deal. It's a monster back home.
In terms of what?
In terms of sales.
Big time?
Really. I can't say I understand what all the fuss is about. But it sells. By the truckload. So I ain't knocking it.
Have a listen to this, would you?
What is it? Who is that?
Just someone I've been keeping an eye on.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think?
Well, you know me, man. I'm a metal guru. That stuff is kind of, I don't know, thoughtful.
Yeah, I mean, just on our first listen.
Hey, not here on the street, right? We'll talk about it tomorrow at the shoot.
I'm gone. See ya. What I need to know is if they decide to dump me, what am I looking at in terms of compensation, redundancy and what have you?
It'll take me a little time to go over your contract of employment, Mr. Lynn.
Could you set to, please?
Of course. What's brought this on? Have you heard something?
No, I feel something. Been feeling it for quite a while.
Okay. Leave it with me. I'll get onto it.
Thanks. Could we have an off-the-record conversation?
Yes?
Hypothetically, if a bloke was to avail himself of a cassette that was sent to him via his employer, a record company, from someone as yet unsigned who was looking for a deal, said bloke manages to swing a deal for said unsigned someone and in the process becomes said someone's managerial representative, where do you reckon said bloke would be?
I take it that said bloke would be swinging this deal with a record company other than the one from which he availed himself of said cassette.
I think that would be essential, yeah.
And he'd be in the dock.
Would he?
He would, without a shadow of a doubt. It's called theft.
Enough said.
Can I also just say that should said bloke be contractually entitled to any kind of severance pay, compensation, redundancy, what have you, all such entitlements would effectively be regarded as null and void.
Really?
Really.
That's interesting. I'll pass it on to said bloke.
Good idea. It would be wise for him to think about it very carefully.
Oh, I'm sure he will. One last thing. Off the record.
Somebody's bound to walk in, Aid. Sally, no calls for half an hour.
I hope I'm not paying for this by the hour.
He couldn't afford it.
Hiya.
Evening. Hello, pet lamb. Here's your Uncle Pep to see, yeah? It's getting to be some size, the babe. That dress will not be fitting her for very much longer.
There's a good bit in it yet.
The Bowmans up the street just ordered a pretty little number for their youngest lassie. Reasonable price and all.
Oh man, Pep. What? Cut the canvassing, will you? I'm trying to eat me tea.
I was just saying.
Well, don't, all right? I'm not bothered about what the Bowmans up the road have just bought for their beer. I'm eating, right?
Right, fair enough. I was just saying.
And what time's this to come knocking on people's doors anyway?
Only time you can guarantee to catch four again.
Money's on the windowsill, Pep.
Thanking you. Five more weeks and you're done.
There's some stuff I want to order for the garden.
Aye, no bother. Have you got all the order numbers?
Aye. I still want to order those boots.
Which boots? Have you got the order number?
I'm taking this upstairs, all right? Give us a shout when he's gone.
Were them work boots or dress?
There's no gentle, there's no gentle way to break somebody's heart.
Why do you stay with that wanker?
'Cause he's me brother, and it's his house.
And he might well be a wanker, Pep, but don't you call him that, not in here.
Right, I'm sorry.
So he should be.
So I am. So,
Have you heard anything about Carson's laying off or closing down?
there's talk. No more. I wouldn't worry.
I know you wouldn't. You don't work there.
Well, neither do you.
I know, but our Jed does.
Hey, I rely on Carson just the same as what you do. If they're gone the journey I do now.
Go on, out, you cheeky sod.
I'll see you at the Legion on Sunday.
I don't know. I might. Now go on, skedaddle.
So long, Jed.
You don't like all this stuff, do you?
Straight up.
Straight up.
No shit.
No shit.
I love it.
You guys, you'll say anything but your prayers.
I'm more of a fan of the sort of stuff where you can actually make out the words.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, that guy on a cassette.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his voice. Those tunes, they went in there. And they stayed in, which is kind of surprising given my taste a la things musicale.
What'd you call a racket like that?
Country contempo, maybe.
Yeah, that'll do. What's the numbers on that type of stuff?
Come on, man. You read the trades, you know what all the numbers are.
I just want to hear it from someone I respect.
Huge. Right now, on my side of the pond, bigger than mainstream AOR. I mean, you got guys like Garth Brooks. 4 albums in, total sales 39 million and rising. Billy Ray Cyrus, first album in, 10 million plus. Biggest debut seller in the history of the world, and it goes on and on. That is a truckload of nickels.
Anyone from this side of the pond ever made it big time?
Stateside. Not that I can recall, but like I say, it ain't my squeeze, so I could be wrong.
What do you reckon?
How's he look?
Great.
Huh? Good looks? Good voice, good tunes? I give you about 1,000 to 1.
I've taken longer odds than that.
My friend, that's why we're all in this game. It's about backing all those long shots and watching one of them come home to Papa. Just don't put your shirt on them.
As if. Know any names in that area? Agents, bookers, etc.?
I could make a list. But you could make that same list.
Oh, go on, be it tough.
Yeah, okay. Give me a day or so.
Thanks. Big time.
Jed.
Peter?
Bottle, Jed?
Yes, please, love. You want one in there?
I can on.
So that score what I borrowed.
Oh, cheers. I taped that Fleetwood Mac album for you.
Cheers. It's good.
Superb. Rattlesnake Shake. Oh dear, dense, you know, thick like treacle.
Aye, something else that Peter Green, eh? Never hear no of him now, do you?
He went off it, didn't he? Went round his manager's office waving a 12-bore up and down. Said he had no use for money no more. Told him to stop sending it. So they caught him off the Batchy house. That was a story I could tell anyway. Rock and roll.
So you're going to be a manager, yeah? Piss off, mate.
What's so funny?
You're the opposition, aren't you?
I've been dealing with toe rags like you for 2 decades, mate. I know all your strokes, all your little ducks and dives.
Yeah, but there's an art to all that ducking and diving. Not everyone can pull them strokes.
Damn it, you're a scoundrel. If you weren't managing bands, you'd be out robbing banks.
Me, mate, never. Carry one of them big heavy shooters. Too much like manual labour. So, poacher turned gamekeeper, eh?
Nah, mate. Poacher turned poacher.
Where's he from, then?
Newcastle.
And you're banking on him being a thick northern bastard, yeah?
He doesn't need to be thick, he just needs to be green.
Yeah, and what do you reckon Mr. Green is going to say when he hears about your little scam? You're not going to tell him, are you? Bloody hell, you better hope he's a green and understanding thick northern bastard.
Of course I'm going to tell him, I just need to choose the moment, carefully. Well, go on, chop one out then.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
You got some neck calling me a scandal boy.
Bullseye.
It's comforting to know he's going to be in safe hands.
All the cards are stacked in Tomboy's favour. If the act signs with another company and has a hit, then Tomboy collect, or injunct. If the act stiffs, then Tomboy have saved themselves all recording and legal costs. Either way, Tomboy wins, I'm afraid.
I'm glad to hear it.
Pity. I like Aid.
Me too.
They've been on the phone.
Who?
London. A record company. They phoned for you here. They.
What are you talking about?
I sent them a cassette with some of your songs on it. They want to talk to you. About making a record, however.
What?
You bet your Uncle Jed's going to be on top of the pops.
Emma, do you mind telling me, slowly, just what the hell...
A few weeks ago, I sent some copies of your songs away to half a dozen record companies in London.
Which songs?
Well, you know the cassette you made up for us with all the ones on I said I liked?
Yeah.
I made some copies of the cassette and I sent them off.
Who to? Where to?
Record companies. In London.
Well, what made you do that, for Christ's sake?
Well, you were never going to get round to it, were you? Look, man, Jed, I've told you. Your songs are good.
I might not have wanted you to. Did that ever cross your mind? Who's been on the blower?
Some bloke. Adrian something or other. I've written it down. There.
Adrian Lynn.
He's ringing back at 9. Never. Never. Aye. Look, I warned you about that at the time, man. I know. I know you did too and all, I know. Yeah. Well, yeah. Aye. Aye. Yeah. Look, I told her that. I told her at the time. Yeah. Aye. Yes. Aye. Look, Pat, I'm gonna have to go. I'll talk to you later. Ta-ra, pet. Ta-ra.
Oh, talk to you later. That's it now, isn't it? Huh? And that's it. You'll not be ringing back now, will he?
He'll ring.
Penguins come here by the million and endure temperatures of minus 70 degrees centigrade and winds of 120 miles an hour.
I told you, didn't I? I told you he wouldn't ring back. He'll have rang, and so they're not bothered, so...
Other birds fly right to the heart of the...
And all because of some stupid bloody knitting pattern.
Hey, it wasn't just some stupid knitting pattern. It was an Angora cardi with a panda on the back. Took months.
I'm not bloody bothered, man, woman. Pandas and cardigans, for Christ's sake.
Well, you would be bothered if you took best part of 10 weeks knitting the bugger and then found the printers made a mistake in the pattern book.
Southern Ocean and smothered by a blanket of ice so immense that it contains over 3/4 of the world's fresh water. All life is dominated.
Hello? Speaking? Oh, yes, she did mention it.
I told you he'd ring back.
I see. Do you? Right. No, I'm not saying to anybody right at this minute. I could do. When? Ah, all right then. Just a moment, please. All right, you all. Fire. 1, 2, 1, 2, 7. Warrington Mansions. Venice. Little Venice. West 9. 071 286 1084. Right on. See you then. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Well?
He thinks me songs are good. He thinks I've got a pop at it. Thinks I've got a chance. I'm going down to meet him in London.
I've lost so much.